Coronavirus has already existed and is proof on the Lysol can. And tonight, I am your host, Wesley Smith, on the 5-minute rant. Alright, guys, so when it comes down to this whole thing with the coronavirus and the scare that they're trying to cause, I want you to realize that their key thing here is to cause fear. Now, one thing that Yah has not given us, as 2 Timothy 1 and 7 says, 2 Timothy 1 and 7 says, for Yah has not given us a spirit of fear, but the power of love and of a sound mind. Okay? And if we have that power of love and that power of a sound mind, that means that no enemy or whatever can overtake us, right? Because if we go into Psalms 91, listen to what Yahuwah says, and this is going to be real quick, y'all, so stay with me. Psalm 91, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High, who abides under the shadow of the Almighty, he is saying of Yahuwah, my refuge and my stronghold. So Yahuwah becomes your stronghold. That fear, it stays outside because he has become your resting place, right? Look what it said. Verse 3, for he delivers you from the snare of the trapper, from the destructive pestilence. He covers you with his feathers, and under his wings you take refuge. His truth is a shield and armor. Listen, you are not afraid. You are not to be afraid of the dread by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, of the pestilence that walks in darkness, or the destruction that ravages in midday. Let's talk about that word fear, right? Because there's a fear, Yah-Re, which is Strong's H3372, which means dreadful and just I'm just terrified. I'm in terror. But then you have Strong's H3373, which is Yah-Re as well, which means to be reverent, afraid, or just fearing, right? So when it goes down to it, we're not supposed to fear the elements of these things that come upon the earth. We're supposed to fear Yah. And so if we fear Yah, that'll be Yah-Ra, Yah-Ra, right? Strong's H3374, to reverence, to revere, to respect, but to be in awe. So we're supposed to have that dread toward Yah. You know how as if a child gets in trouble and then they're fearful that their father is going to get them or their parent is going to get them. That's the type of fear we're supposed to have with Yah. But listen to this real quick, and then we're going to go into the rant. Proverbs chapter 2. Proverbs chapter 2 verses 3 through 5. For if you cry for discernment, listen to this, lift up your voice for understanding. If you seek her as silver and search for her as a hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of Yahuwah and find the knowledge of Elohim. So look at that. And then you will find the knowledge of Elohim. So it says if you cry for discernment, lift up your voice for understanding. Seek Yah for understanding. Right? And if you seek her as silver, you know how you try to make a dollar. If you seek it that way, like discernment, then you will be given the discernment. So this is what we need, brothers and sisters, discernment in this time to understand what's going on, right? So then let's look at another one where Yah says in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13, look what it says. The fear of Yahuwah is to hate evil. I hated pride and arrogance and the evil way and a perverse mouth. And that's all that these media outlets are doing, that they're having a perverse mouth. That's all these CDC figures, authority figures in America is doing. So brothers and sisters, please do not fall into this fear mongering. Allow y'all to continue to be the head of your life and fear him. Right? And just as we're about to go into this rant, you'll see that the human coronavirus has been around, is on a Lysol can. And if anybody have a Lysol can older, like from November or something like that, please post a picture of it, on your Facebook or whatever it is, and just show people, and then take a picture and circle the human coronavirus on the can and show people. And now I do have a picture of it here on my rant. So just check that out. I love you guys and enjoy this rant. Shalom, shalom, everybody. This is Wes Smith out of House of Rest, and I just wanted to bring this video to you real quick because I was listening to the news and I listened to it just to see the things that's gonna be going on. So maybe I can bring forth a rant, And now I have an issue because I go in Walmart and I go to actually buy something to eat for today, and people gone brought up all the cereal, all the water, and not only that, I walk over just to grab a can of Lysol, not because I want to disinfect my house, but because I want to show you guys that the human coronavirus is already on that can. So, and as you see, I'll be popping things in and out of here, just like this wall of Lysol that Walmart wanted to have just happening to sit out since the coronavirus, I guess, has spread like this. I want y'all to just look at this, how they're hyping this up. Just look, all the Lysol, all together. Ain't that something? Okay, so you just saw that wall of Lysol. What a coincidence that now all of a sudden Walmart is playing a part in the coronavirus, right? I figured, let's get how much we can get off of this, right? Okay, that's cool. Walmart, do your thing. You trying to make your money. All right. But the problem that I have is that this can of Lysol, it got human coronavirus right there, along the lines of duck hepatitis or whatever, which, what the heck is that? And another hepatitis and influenza type A and type B and all this different type of stuff that's on the bottle, and I'll show it to you in a second, where I have the human coronavirus circle. But then you have a guy that's supposed to be one of the top guys that have dealt with outbreaks, turns around and he says that the human coronavirus is a new virus that we never dealt with, and seeing that we never dealt with it, it opens up new paths for the virus to become a bigger outbreak. Now, ain't it funny that this so-called human coronavirus, sorry, not human coronavirus, they just took the human off, and now they call it COVID-18. Come on, brothers and sisters. They want to spread fear. And I'm going to show it to you because just as I just said, the guy that said that, he was in an interview with some journalist that's supposed to be doing the outbreak thing on Sunday. And this guy brings up, oh, it's fear. And if you're on the bus and you cough, do you just get off because of the you're in fear that the person has the human coronavirus? Now, as I play this video, I want y'all to watch the key words that this guy uses. You're gonna hear him say not if but when, and when it does happen, then you're gonna hear him say that it's not worse probably than the flu, because we could deal with the flu, but this is a new virus. Like, just listen to the key words that they're using. And fear, that's another key word. It's just little words that they use to describe this thing, to try to make people fearful of what's gonna come. And think about it like this: if they could combat our faith and bring fear, then that's something that will cause weakness to this, or whatever they're trying to call a pandemic, epidemic, whatever. But just pay attention to that. Pay attention to these keywords that comes up in this video.
When you ride the subway and somebody coughs right now, you can see the fear on people's faces. Are they right? If somebody's coughing on the bus, should you get off?
No, getting off is not going to help.
What about sporting events? What about concerts?
We're not there yet. But if and when we do, and it may be when, because we're seeing a lot of community spread, we need to be at least thinking about the possibility, if we get a major outbreak of this coronavirus in this country, that would mean perhaps closing schools temporarily, getting people to do more teleworking, canceling events, where there is a lot of crowds in confined places, canceling unnecessary travel so that you're not on an airplane for 5 hours with a bunch of people who might be infected.
That would be a huge step. It would have enormous economic, societal, psychological implications.
It would, but it would be temporary, but it would be necessary.
There are people who are shrugging this off, saying, it's just like the flu.
It's not, because it's brand new. When you have a brand new virus in which no one has had any experience before, that gives the virus kind of an open roadway to spread.
Richard Engel,
Brothers and sisters, a cough sometimes is just a cough. A sneeze is sometimes just a sneeze because we're going into allergy season. But they are going to make this bigger than what it is. And all I'm trying to bring is the truth so that you can see, brothers and sisters, that the human coronavirus, that's what it says on that can, the coronavirus has been around. And it's nothing new. It's nothing that they want to try to say comes from a strain of a bat. Now all of a sudden, a dog got the coronavirus. Come on, brothers and sisters. We know when we go into scripture, we know the things that we are looking for, the things that we are going to see. And evidently, it's some kind of I don't know, I guess something against they got something against the president who's ever giving all this information, because he comes on and says, hey, it's dealt with, and now all of a sudden it was only in one state and now it's in 7 or 8 different states. What's the deal with that? You know, all of a sudden after he does a press conference and say, we got this under control. Y'all saw my last video. If you didn't, boom, it's right there. The people, and when I say boom is right there, it's literally right there or up there, however you want to look at it. Anyways, what's the deal? What's the deal? I don't know, but here's the truth. It's on the can. You saw what I just showed you. It's already been around. That's true. So love you guys, and I'll talk